platform. I'm KeyStone and this is RedBone. We launched this platform as a way of speaking to the people from a point of view that we feel may have been overlooked or just not heard. It seems to be a lot of interest in the city of Pakoima, a few miles north of Los Angeles. Our story is too complex for just one point of view, so we decided to give you a full insight into our hometown, Pakoima, California. We're going to get into our history, street culture, politics, sports legends, and music legends. From the sometimes bitter, sometimes sweet relationships between the blacks and the Pakoima Latinos, to the contentious interactions with the Foothill Division Police Department. Pakoima has a unique voice that distinguishes itself from the greater Los Angeles area. We've heard from everyone else, now it's time for the Pakoima perspective.
All right, here we go. Pakoima Perspective. Once again, got me, KeyStone, got my boy RedBone in the house. And today we got a special guest,
Let's get it.
DT, Daniel Terry. And we could not miss this opportunity to speak, and especially speak with somebody that actually has experience in this field and kind of can give us a real perspective on what's going on with this Shedeur Sanders situation. If you
Sure.
don't know DT, Formula for Speed. I know he has the gym popping in Santa Clarita right now. This dude is real involved with the kids, our next generation, preparing kids for their next level. And this is a real good perspective to speak right now for Pakoima. So we glad to have Daniel Terry in the house on Pakoima Perspective tonight. So DT,
What's good? I'm here.
what you feel about this Shedeur Sanders situation, man? Let's get right on into it, man. Or Bone, you got anything before we get right into it, man?
They doing my boy, man. That ain't even right, bruh. And we know why. Everybody know why. We not dumb. We all know why. But let's dig into it, y'all.
All
Well,
right. With that
it,
being said, DT,
it's buck breaking.
what you got for us, man?
It, it's a strategy
Ooh.
used.
Say
It's
no.
a art.
Say what you just said. Say that one more time. What is it?
It's it's buck breaking. It's taking the
Ooh.
and whooping him in front of the more docile
Ooh.
slaves. You can control 100 by dominating one, right?
Just showing them, giving them an example, right?
Yeah. Whoop the alpha. The beta's
Go
gonna
look up buck breaking if you don't know what that is.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
the alpha, you whoop the alpha male, and the beta male's gonna automatically they gonna get in line. You know what I mean? Because they looked at the alpha as the leader, right? And they done whoop the leader. You know, that's the imagery they want. But at the end of the day, Dion not gonna allow them to have. When this story is nowhere near done.
For
They got
real.
right now, but Dion know what they doing. He ain't gonna, and his kids know what they doing. They gonna go ball out and still flash they watches. You know what I mean? And do whatever they do, and they gonna pull up in the third round and they Bentleys that they daddy done provided and these NIL deals done provided. Cause I say, what what if Shedeur done so bad that's worthy of this? He has no
Nothing.
arrests, no
Nothing.
bad press. He ain't did nothing but elevate Jackson State, elevate Colorado, right? He's done
Don't
every
put billions of dollars in their pocket, in
yeah,
Colorado's
yeah.
pocket. Billions.
So it's exactly what it is. It's a buck breaking. You know what I mean? And it's a systematic thing. It's not an individual thing. It's a systematic. It's collusion. So, like I say, something we don't do enough of is tribe stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You don't
sir.
got nobody to love your tribe. You know what I mean? it's like we feel guilty. Uh, I, I'm not gonna go against my people publicly. You know what I mean?
And
I
you
might,
should.
if we have a conversation, and if I got access to you, maybe we can have a conversation.
Let's
I
have a
don't
man-to-man
go at you.
conversation. Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm never gonna weaken you to the world. You know what I mean?
That's
So
respect.
you know, but we don't do that a lot of times. So what they do is create a narrative, and then they count on us that we gonna perpetuate it. We gonna spread it. We gonna make it national, because
Hmm.
we not used to seeing it either. Oh,
Nah.
humble, do this. Define humble. Most people don't even know what fucking humble mean, definition wise. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't need to be humble all the time. It's a place. It's a place for that. But football, sports ain't a place to be humble.
That's not a place to be humble. You trying to dominate another man. So, do you think that the NFL is trying to get back at Dion with how they're doing
Mhm.
through his son? Is it at Dion, or are they trying to send a
Both,
message to
but I
Shedeur? Who do you
both.
think the message is meant for?
Dion, I think, is the big fish, right? But let me tell you why. So, like when we get a coaching job, we get the worst coaching job to rebuild, right?
Right, right.
It could be a top shelf black coach. They're not gonna give him the Laker job. They're gonna give him the Carolina,
Orlando, uh,
right?
the Clippers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's gonna be
It
one of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fix
yeah.
you go, right? So
Right.
they give him Jackson. He got to go through Jackson to get a job. Jackson State. He jumped that up real quick, 2 3 years. Go to Colorado. They go from 1-9 and winning 9 games. He got traction, and he's bold. He's attracting those 5 stars that wouldn't even consider Colorado. So the system plays the long game. See, we look at shit in the short space. The system plays the long game.
Right.
They look at it as like, now you
Right.
got Jackson
Tell
with a
them.
coach, right? Another bold dude, right? That's going to attract
Right.
top tier, right? So what they see is, we don't like that. He had a power five. He doing it at Colorado. He bringing 5 stars, top porter recruiting class in the country right now. They don't want that to be they don't want these other institutions to say, hey, we bought our bread, bring in Michael Vick, bring in so
Right.
and so,
Right.
right? Because what that does is that weakens what they've been controlling forever, right?
Huh. Huh.
Now
Huh.
you go, so, so now you go to I'm in this game, so you go to all these different institutions. You got a white head coach, and it's not a discredit to the white head coach, like he can't coach, because some of these coaches are really incredible coaches, right? But that whole staff, a big percentage of that staff look like me and you. Why is that? And some of
To get me and yous into their school. The other
go get,
the younger me and yous to their
yeah,
school.
go get in your living room. You look like me. We got maybe a similar background. I identify. I can talk that talk, walk that walk with you, make you feel comfortable sending your son with me, right? And I'm not discrediting them dudes. They trying to position themselves in life and
So that they
elevate.
can get theirs. Right.
Yeah, but a lot of them get frustrated. I know a lot of them because they level off. They stay position coaches.
Hmm.
They ready to be head coaches potentially. You see it in the NFL. You see what they did to Eric Bieniemy. You know what I mean? Not going. You know what I'm saying? They're
Talk
not going.
about it. Yes, sir. Yep.
They,
Yep. Yep.
they only gonna sprinkle a few of you, and when they sprinkle a few of you, right? Then we have the arrogance, the ones that sprinkle. Not all of them, but to feel like, well, if you just worked hard as me, nigga, other coaches that worked as hard as you. You know other coaches that probably was better than you that didn't get that opportunity. For whatever reason, you latched on to something that was able to pull you up, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, I go to the coaching convention. This a couple of years. I ain't gonna mention no names, but I'm at the coaching convention I think it was in Nashville, and me and somebody young cat from Pakoima. I don't want to say his name because he's still in the coaching thing,
Right,
right?
right.
Consider family that when I came over from college, I coached him. I'm gonna say that much. But
I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
yeah, definitely no.
Right.
We
Been on the
sitting
show,
up,
probably.
we at the coach convention, and we watching it downstairs where all the politicking is going on, and we watching. Damn, you see all these brothers coming to interview with, you know, these other head coaches for jobs. They all got on the same outfit, Dockers and a polo. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. That's your field, and you're trying to elevate your field. I respect it. I don't. And the person I was with was like, I don't know if I want to do that no more, DT, because
Mm,
I don't know if I had a personality to do that,
right,
to play that game.
right.
You know what I mean?
The Matrix. You got to fit into this program.
You got to play ball. Period. Or you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it to the where you capable. So what happens is, you know, you're a great coach. You know you're a great recruiter. You know you're a great mentor, right? So you want your worth. So
Right.
you go
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
They do it too, but they gonna limit. Some of them gonna limit you. You got to go through this process to get there, right? They don't have to. You know what I mean? A lot of times, how many sons you see head coach 3 years coach, right?
Hey, talk about it.
But we don't. But when we do it,
Ooh.
the cold part of the game is they rally against us, and then we rally against ourselves.
Huh.
Oh, serve it because you ain't never seen it. See, that's the fucked up part about it because a lot of us
Yeah.
ain't never seen that. So
Shanahan's son ain't never played no professional
come
football,
on,
right?
come on. It don't mean he ain't a great
Mark
coach.
Marty Schottenheimer's son for my cow. He coaching for my Cowboys right now. He ain't never played no pro ball.
Yeah, how you get there that fast? He
Talk
didn't have.
about it.
Yeah, how you get there that fast? But you know what? Let me tell you what I don't have a problem with it. Let
I
me tell you,
don't. Me neither. I swear I don't.
y'all, because I think you're supposed to do that. When you get in position, you're supposed to put people in position, right? Because you done groomed them for that, right? Which is what Dion doing. But when we do it, the cold part
It's brash. It's
is
conceited. It's narcissistic. It's all these other
yeah,
words to describe. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm right with you. I'm right with you. Yeah.
I've been called arrogant in my life. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Like I'm just confident. I ain't arrogant. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I move around with everybody from got don't have nothing to dudes that got more, got less. It don't matter to me if you good people, you good people. You know what I mean?